Afternoon. This is Nita, Miss Panda, and the chickens with the timepiece garden. And they're all a little excited because they've decided that they like plantain. And I'm getting ready to mow the grass, and I wanted to go ahead and give them some before hey, open the door. There we go. Before I mow, because that's the next chore. So having said that, okay, it's not what I was trying to do. Anyway, they like the plantain. And they'll eat it from my hand. So having said that, I originally thought my little black and white birds here were like barred rock or something like that, or a Plymouth Rock type bird. I've since found out, mostly by accident, because I was looking at the ones that I'm feeding now, that they're and they all like to be fed by me. That the two that I was looking at up here, those are probably copper marans, based off of the no babies, you can't come outside yet. Based off the coppering in their neck and the hey, quit zooming. There you go, zoom out, and their coloration around their eyes. So, and then when I was looking those up, there's a maran that's called a cuckoo maran. Sorry, they're still looking for me to feed them. Doesn't matter that I've got all the leaves in here. They're like, just feed me. Just feed me. Give me something. Doesn't matter if there's a whole bunch over there. They just want me to feed them. Like I'm the mama hen. Anyway, they're a cuckoo maran. Because their black and white stripes don't line up to make like a bar. That's why they're called a barred rock. No, I don't have nothing, babies. It's all over here. It's right here. Come get you right there. There you go. Get you right there. Anyway, I'm really excited. I have marans. You know? Both the cuckoo maran. There's the panda bear. Did you go see the chickens? Did you see the chickens? So yeah, so I have copper marans. That's what those two are, the two darker ones. I don't know if it shows up on camera yet, but they've got a little peacock coloring to the black feathers back on their wings. I can't wait for to the fully grown and just be able to see the color of them. And then again, those are cuckoo marans. But they're both marans. They both produce very dark eggs. They can produce up to like a dark chocolate colored egg. But not always, but you know. Anyway, just excited now that I know what species they are. Scoot back, babies. The fact that they like to be hand fed is a maran trait. I know. Do you want to get that? All I have to do is pick it up. I'm holding it. Everybody wants it. And Panda just watches the circus action going on. She's like, oh my God, Mom, it's the chickens. No, stay back. No, stay back. We're not going outside yet today. Alright, I need to go mow the grass. So we'll let the chickens pick around They like plantain. It's awesome. And Miss Pan and I and the chickens. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, I got done mowing and decided to harvest. So we're gonna start over here with the orchas. Everything's clean. I've got 7 trays of my orchas in the dryer, just waiting to turn it on. And I won't lie, I love how they grow purple, green, and green. And the plant itself picks what color it wants to grow. Again, this is Orcha, O-R-C-H-A. It's a spinach substitute. Anything you do with spinach, you can do with Orcha. And where all my spinach have bolted, my orchas are just growing strong. So, yum. From their strawberries. Now, I know, so many strawberries. This was roughly about a gallon. Sorry, I didn't show it to you in the bucket. They'd slowed down a little. I figured they would because of the calcium deficiency. But they got their calcium feed, and they're going to turn back on, which is awesome. Having said that, I am finding some of these. Okay, where's the camera? There it is, focus. This is not a strawberry. This is a false strawberry. So I'm trying to lay it so it'll focus it on them. So we can talk about them for a second. There you go. The first thing you'll notice is those aren't seeds. Those are dimples. That's a strawberry. These are nowhere near as sweet, nowhere near the vitamin C. And you can tell just by the size. It makes sense. The amount of false strawberries that you would have to equal a real strawberry is insane. Now my strawberries were gifted to me several years ago, and I've just continued to cultivate them until I have a great crop. But in that mixture was at least one false strawberry. And they send out runners and are very aggressive, and they will choke a regular strawberry out. So when I see them, and like this here, when they're in bloom, and it becomes, they're not bloom, excuse me, because they bloom, they look exactly the same. But once they hit fruit, this is as big as it will ever get. They're tiny, but you can see them, does that make sense? Once you get a cluster, and it's like, oh, I can see it, I pull out the entire plant. And it'll probably take me a couple of years to just completely eradicate them from the beds. Because leaf-wise, I mean, there's some subtle differences, but that's the easiest way to tell. So these guys are all going to get processed as strawberries because they're awesome. You know, dried, frozen, just saved, eaten. Those guys will get eaten tonight just as a berry because they're really bland. I'll probably have a little chocolate dip or something with them. You know, strawberries are awesome. And that's the one I keep going to know. 2+ fingers. I have several of those. Just awesome. All right, well, let me get busy. Get the orchards that are in the dryer drying, and give me some dinner and get these guys put away so I can take care of them. Talk to you later.